Hey friends, I just passed the Dunkin' Donuts, which is the most vague possible location I could possibly give you in Massachusetts. But besides being near a Dunkin' Donuts, which places me somewhere in Massachusetts, I mentioned I'm at the Hands Off Boston March, and it is the slowest march I have ever been in, and I could not be more happy about that, because that means that the streets between the park and City Hall are entirely filled with people who are here because they're very angry about what's going on, about Trump and fascism trying to take this wonderful country with all these wonderful people, and there are great chants going on. Immigrants welcome here, trans people are welcome here, trans kids are welcome here. This is fucking Massachusetts, kid. Get your fucking hands off of it. All right, I'll say hi some more later.
Oh, man. We got to talk about Democrats and their hands-off protest that they thought was such a great idea. Me personally, I don't really understand protests. Like, I just got better things to do, you know? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Y'all can let me know if y'all feel differently about it, but I honestly feel like protests are pretty pointless. You can protest all day long. Doesn't mean anything's going to change, you know, but that's just the way that I see it. I see all of this as completely pointless, but as you guys may have heard, Democrats had a hands-off protest across the nation, across all types of cities and states, including in some red states. They had these protests. And let's just say some interesting characters showed up. Some interesting things were said. For example, one person stood on stage and said this.
My name is Graisa Martinez Rosas. I am an immigrant. I am undocumented, unafraid, queer, and unashamed.
Your ears did not deceive you. She literally just admitted that she's undocumented. She's an illegal in this country. And just felt comfortable to just blurt it out to, I don't know, I couldn't see the crowd, maybe thousands of people. Tom Homan, you know what to do. I can't wait to see her getting deported. That is going to be hilarious. The boldness, you know, the gumption to just come out and say, you know what? Yeah, I'm an illegal. Hi guys, I'm not afraid. Okay. Nobody said you had to be afraid. You don't have to be afraid in order to get deported. I'm just saying. But there was also something interesting that, you know, really happened at this protest. And this person that happened to go to the protest actually speaks about it. And it's something that I noticed as I was going through a lot of these video clips of these protests throughout the country. There was one recurring theme, and it was this.
I'm at the protest right now in New York City, anti-Trump, anti-fascist protest, and I have one question. Where the fuck is Gen Z? These people are cheering, they're talking like it's just the 60s, it's just like the 60s, and they're having conversations and walking slowly. There's no fight here. There's no youth here. It's all 30-somethings and their children. And then seniors, and God bless everybody who showed up today, but I'm really fucking disappointed in the youth turnout. Where is the youth turnout? This is your future that is going to be impacted by the actions of the Trump administration. And it's really this easy to show up in numbers and show your government that they're outnumbered. That is the point of a protest, to show that your government, that they are outnumbered. And if Trump leads you to believe that protesting does nothing, then this is what we get. We get a crowd of 30-somethings and their children and seniors, and barely any teenagers ever. Like, these, oh my God, I can't even. Like,
yeah, Gen Z isn't and didn't show up to these protests. The 20-somethings, the later, older teens, 18, 19, early 20s, mid 20s, those folks weren't showing up. It was mainly older folks. Now, why is that? I think it's simply because of the Democrat Party, honestly. The Democrat Party has told these folks that basically, especially men, that they're all horrible. Masculinity is toxic. Their thoughts and their feelings don't matter, right? About certain things if they disagree, okay? That they have to live this type of lifestyle if they want to be accepted. They've been ridiculed at every turn. And then for the women, they've basically been told the same thing in a way. So when you're looking at that, I think the honest reaction to that is going to be to, whoa, going to be to step back. So a lot of the younger folks weren't showing up, but even the folks that did show up, you guys are going to get a good laugh out of this one. They had no clue. Like, I genuinely think that a lot of these folks just were given signs and told to just walk around with the signs. They had no clue why they were there.
So what makes Trump a fascist? What makes Trump a fascist?
He does things without
You gotta talk loud. I don't have my mic on.
I'm not really good into interviews stuff like that.
Sorry?
He just does everything he wants and not following laws or he's a convicted felon, that's all I know.
But your sign says he's a fascist, and I'm just curious what makes him a fascist.
One of the things is that he's trying to control the media, right?
Say that again?
He's trying to control the narrative.
How is he trying to control the media? Doesn't every president try to control the narrative?
They try to control their own narrative, but one of the things that Trump's has done, for example, is the renaming the Gulf of Mexico, and then not allowing the Associated Press to come into the White House. Basically, trying to get.
What are your feelings about him renaming the Gulf of Mexico as the Gulf of America when a majority of the Gulf is in fact on the coast of America as opposed to Mexico?
I mean, it's kind of pointless. People.
Is it pointless?
Yeah, people call it the Gulf of Mexico.
Don't you think it could have a positive tourism impact potentially?
Tourism has been down heavily.
So I don't want to get into a tourism debate. My question is, the sign says the fascist Trump regime must go.
Yeah.
And so I'm just curious what makes him a fascist. You pointed out that maybe something about his relationship with the media, he wants to control it, but
yeah.
How? Again, you're calling him a fascist.
Yeah, well,
what makes him a fascist?
One of the core tenets of fascism is creating an enemy, right? And blaming those problems on
What's
the enemy.
that?
Oh, yeah,
So
the paper gave me, yeah.
Who gave you that?
The people that gave me the sign. It's a free sign.
Oh, someone gave you the sign, and then they gave you the handout. So are you reading it now to try to answer the question?
Yeah, but I mean...
Can I see that? Can you hold that up?
Don't have a clue why they're there to protest, handed the sign, and handed some notes. Talk about paid protesters. I mean, my goodness.
No, I'm just curious.
You can have it.
I can have it?
Yeah, you can have it.
Alrighty. So where did you get the sign?
All the way in the gatekeeper's house.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just pretty cool.
And that's another one? They gave you 2 pieces of paper?
Yeah.
Can I have that one too?
Yes, you can have both.
Oh, okay. So what brings you guys out here today?
Just because I saw people were hanging out with people from...
Yes.
Because you saw people were hanging out. That's what brought you out. Interesting. Go protesters! You're gonna teach Trump and Elon a lesson, aren't you? Okay. All right.
So me and Gabe took about a 30-minute break, and we went back to the hotel to recharge. When we come back, and this place is dead. Take a look. Like, not a single protester in sight. And just 20 to 30 minutes ago, it was completely packed with protesters. So, one of two things. Either A, they were paid and their time was gone, they're off work, they get to go. Or B, they're literally just a cult and they all left at once. Like, it's one of the two options. You tell me.
Interesting. It's almost as if some of them were being, or a large portion of them were being paid for a certain time period, and they just disappeared once their obligation was complete. Hey, go out here and protest from 12 to 2. All right, I'll be out there from 12 to 2. Collect a little check, going about my business. I've heard some rumors as far as how much these folks are being paid. Let me tell y'all something. Listen, if you see me on a video or in a video with I'll just use a paper towel with the face covering, okay? Mind your business. Mind your business, okay? Mind your business. I'm just out here. I'm just trying to collect a check, all right? Because the rumors that I've heard, some of these folks are actually getting a decent check from this stuff. Like, enough to, like, live off of kind of check. Now, like I said, the rumors, I don't know if they're 100% true. They may not be true at all. Who knows? But if I get some confirmation that they getting paid, what I've seen rumors about, you bet your bottom dollar, hey, listen, your boy gonna be out there collecting a check. Trump is a fascist. And then, of course, I'm going to come back here and talk my crap about Democrats, of course. Honestly, I think we all should do it, right? Just imagine. We all go into all of these protests across the nation, right? We all collect our check from the Democrat Party. And then we donate some of that to the Trump team. Oh, man. Now, that would be hilarious if we just scammed the system a little bit. Now, that's 4D chess right there, okay? That's 4D chess. Now, here are some of the companies that were sponsoring some of this nonsense that was going on. Here's some of that. If you need to pause it, go ahead. Feel free. If you need to pause to catch up, to take a look at some of these different companies and organizations that helped out with these protests. So there you go. There's that. Okay. Here, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. Like I said, pause it if you need to, but I don't want to sit here for a whole 60 seconds trying to wait for this thing to scroll through, because there's a lot of them. Okay. There's more. Here's some more. Okay. There's more. There's more. All right. So there you go. If you need to pause that, like I said, feel free. But, you know, I actually agree with what this guy says here. And I'm going to end it with this clip, because what this guy says, especially at the end of this clip, is 1,000% on point. Check it out.
Hey guys, good Sunday morning to you. I hope you're having a great weekend. So yesterday, the left held rallies around the country. About 70 days into Donald Trump's administration, they already have a laundry list of things that he's doing to destroy the country. Gee, this wasn't planned at all. Rachel Maddow on Friday night literally told people to get prepared, how to get prepared for it. These are bought and paid leftist protests. And they're angry because Elon Musk has exposed that the Democrat Party and the deep state have looted our treasury. Trillions of dollars, whether it be COVID fraud or whether this be putting illegals on the benefit rolls so they get Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, free hotel rooms, and get registered to vote, get Social Security cards so they can vote, among other things. And the left is being gutted. Government agencies that have been used to enrich government employees, government agencies that have been unionized to donate all of their money to Democrats and vote slavishly Democrat are suddenly without jobs. You guys know that in Washington, D.C., the average household income is $267,000. That's nearly twice as much as the next highest, which is New York. They have been robbing us for years, and now they're throwing a temper tantrum, and they will look for a triggering event, a George Floyd or something like what happened on the inauguration the first time Donald Trump was inaugurated. But they're going to look for a call to action for violence. They're already burning Tesla dealerships. So what I would recommend is that you ignore their stupid protests and be ready to defend America. In the meantime, be positive and patriotic and overwhelm them with joy, because they are joyless people.
Facts. You know, don't give in to the foolishness. Don't give in. Because that's ultimately what I think Democrats really want. They want another George Floyd-esque type of moment that they can really rile their base up behind. Don't give it to them. Don't give it to them. You know, I talked about this in yesterday's video with B. Tatum, with the whole Antifa coming and tearing down the set, and I'm thinking of ways to, you know, make sure the cops have to get involved. And in reality, you know, looking back, I think Tatum handled that the right way. Don't give them what they want. I know for some folks, it's going to be like, well, Rich, that's part of the reason why they're doing what they're doing. Yes, I get that. But also on the flip side, if we give them some type of viral moment that they can rile their, I mean, Democrats are on the run. Seriously. Their approval rating is like 20-something% right now. 20-something. Their own base hates them. Don't give them Don't give them anything. Don't give them any fuel to the fire. They're almost cooked. Literally almost cooked. Following 2028, they will be cooked. Okay? So just let them simmer on out, right? Don't add no fuel to the fire. It's already just smoldering right now. So just let it die on out, right? So yeah, I definitely agree with this guy right here. Shout out to him, man. But anyway, thanks for tuning in as always. Peace and love. I'm out.